Good afternoon. It's a quiet day today. Everybody had cabin fever, so they run off to town. It snowed outside, and they hadn't been to town for a whole day, so they're all gone and it's quiet. I did want to show you this clamp tool that I made. It was Russian inspired. On YouTube, one of the Russian videos I watched happened to have a link to this. And what it'll do is make an emergency clamp. In Russia, it's probably their standard equipment. But this is the tool. I have two of them here. This is the tool I made off of their design. It has a little bill hook nose and a tightening tool that just drops inside a hole. There's 100 different styles. This is just the one I like the best, and I'll show you how that works. So first thing we're going to do, we have a missing clamp. This may have been leaking on your vehicle and the clamp rusted in half, whatever the situation might be. In the kit I have just a piece of electrical wire. It's copper, and this is for measuring. What I'll do is leave a couple inches out, wrap that around 5 times, and then put a loop where the 5th wrap ended. That gives me a length of wire for this particular application. What I have is 17 gauge electric fence wire I found over at Farm Supply. It's electric fence mending wire. It's 100 feet of it. Is about just under $5. And I'm going to try to keep that as straight as possible. It comes in a nice dispenser. We'll measure from my little knot down, and we'll clip it there. It helps to have a little cutter inside your kit. You can have either the needle nose or just a straight wire cutter. And straightening out this now just will make the clamp look a little neater. We're going to bend that in half. You can take your little tool and put a push to make a nice neat end. And what I'm going to do, hopefully my hands won't get in the way here, but I want to leave that up a little bit just to get my wire through, and I do need to take it through 2 times. So going towards the camera once, and I am keeping my wire straight, rights and lefts, even though they want to cross. And then this set will go on the inside of that. And then I'll bring my loop down after I'm through the second time, straightening up my wires as I go. And I'm kind of doing this backwards just so you can see it. That is going to go on that bend in the wire. You'll line up your other 2 wires with the hole. There is a slot cut in that, and you're going to catch the wire twice, the inside and the outside, and give it a little twist. Makes no difference whether you twist it in or back. And I'm going to go and check my wires here. I am crossed, so I'm going to straighten them out now. Normally this would be on a vehicle, and you might not be able to see where to straighten them out. After I have that checked out, I'll go ahead and give it another twist. Not so much that I bend this piece of steel that goes through the bolt, but enough to snug it up. And at that point, and we're not terribly tight, we're just snug, you'll flip the whole thing over itself. Move out anything out of the way that you have to. You see how that little bill nose there grips that. At this point, you can release that, take it all out of the way. You see it's bent over itself. We'll clip it at anywhere from 1/2 to 3/8 of an inch from the, and then tap that on down. And that'll either make a permanent repair, as in the Russian sense of the word hose clamp. They make these permanently, or this will at least get you back to town where you can get a stainless hose clamp or a other clamp of your choice. How strong is that? That's not coming apart. So to make one of these of your own, this is a piece of aluminum, and the basic size of it doesn't really matter. You just need enough to get your hands on and a little hook in the front. The hole that's cut in it. The only reason I put it here rather than back here is because I did make a flip-flop joint. It has to get past whatever you're hooking it to, so by the time I come here I can press it through, so I could get my tightener closer to the bill of the bale of the wire, and that way I'm not using so much extra wire that I'm throwing away as it was closer. This is the little piece of wire that is lost. If it was all the way back here, you'd lose a bigger piece of wire is all. So having this cut into the head of the nut and being able to flip back and forth saves the extra wire is all. I did peen that down to keep it from falling through the hole drilled in the nut head.